Ucha, Ubin Upper, good rising, great awakening. It's the start of a new day. And welcome back to Good Rising TV with Tachia Ahmet El Ma'at, also known as Arit Netter S. Meri Ma'ati or Shimtarit. And so much has happened since the last time that we were doing this work together. I'm not going to do a recap. If you didn't already know what I'm talking about, just drop me a message and I'll share with you the web page where you can catch up. But all I can say, well, that's really powerful medicine last month or last year, whenever that was. And here I am again, ready to do some more healing work with sounds and music and horoscopes. This weekend, well, actually tonight at around 11:16 or make sure the time zone's right. Okay, yeah. So 11:16 is when the moon is full, and it's called a wolf full moon. And at 10:41, this is Central Time. At 10:41, the total lunar eclipse begins. And I'm not going to go into the full horoscopes analysis because you can find that at tachia.wordpress.com/super-blood-wolf-moon. And I'll have the link somewhere on this page, somewhere below, where you can read the full analysis. So for this portion of Good Rising TV, we will deal with the KemeTones, Cosmic Sound Healing, Self-Care, and Global Prayer. And then in the other link, at the other video, you can find the music for the Ancient African Adorations or Devotional World Music. And both of these videos will be corresponding to the horoscopes analysis. Okay, so in addition to the full moon, which is in Kepra, we have Dua Jehuti in Kepra, the full moon in sidereal Cancer. We have the sun in sidereal Capricorn, Dua Ra in Hypnaeus. So we'll be dealing with those combinations, and then of course my other favorite one is with Imhotep or sidereal Ophiuchus. We have Venus and Jupiter in sidereal Ophiuchus, or Venus Hetaru, Jupiter Picaeus Amun in Ophiuchus. And for more information on these signs and correspondences with the netters, please visit horoscopes.com. So I've posted the chart somewhere on this video, so you can refer back to it if need be. And we're going to start with the sun, Dua Ra Hypnaeus, along with Vesta, which is the asteroid for the hearth, for the fire, and Ra is for creativity, or the creation. And Hypnaeus is Capricorn, which is ruled by Saturn. So that's dealing with obstacles and limitations and being able to move beyond them. Dua Ra, Dua Vesta, and Hypnaeus. When you go over to the horoscopes analysis, you'll find some tools and techniques to help you activate this combination. To me, this signifies a time we're using our creative forces to burn away illusion, to burn away obstacles that are impeding our success. And Vesta represents the heart, or the home, the center, your spiritual center, and just like I said, being able to just burn away these obstacles. And in my case, I said it's not so much as burning away the obstacles or the boundaries or limitations, but burning away whatever is keeping me from honoring boundaries that I set in place. Because I find that under certain conditions, I'll just forget about, like my loyalty to myself and just go with the flow or go along with what the other person's saying. So, like I said, there's different creative ways to work on that. For today, we're going to work with KemeTones, and we have Ra and Rifan or Geb for Saturn and for Capricorn. So I've got it in my creativity chakra, removing any obstacles to my creativity, and using my creativity, such as meditations or visualizing or music or drawing, to burn these obstacles, burn them up with their illusions. And I'm accessing my desires in my heart, able to express my feelings. You know, I've shared that I have trouble being in touch with my feelings, so I'd like to remove any obstacles and limitations that might exist in higher frequencies. Remember, when we're bringing the energy up, we're removing blocks and obstacles, and we bring the energy down, we're manifesting our desires and our intentions. So we're burning away all illusion, and we're creating an opening, creating stability, being in touch with emotions. Next, we're going to honor the full moon eclipse. Dua Jehuti in Kepra. Super blood full wolf moon in sidereal Cancer. And this combination, eclipses deal with really intense change. It deals with our shadow, with things that are in the shadow being revealed, coming to light. Kepra represents transformation. And in the Western system, Kepra or Cancer deals with the family and the home. So you can just already kind of imagine all the things that might come up over the next few days. Even if you're not able to see the eclipse, you'll feel the effects. So the intention of these recordings is to, get you in aligned with what's going on in nature, so that when it happens, it won't be as it won't knock you down. So Jehuti is the cosmic mind. I go into a lot of more of the descriptions at the hydroscopes analysis, so please take a moment to check it out. So, but for now, we're dealing with KemeTones. So we have Jehuti, or Mercury, and the full moon. And I was trying to, in the reflections, I was putting together when I've seen Jehuti and Kepra together. And lo and behold, I did find something. And I don't agree with the interpretation of the Egyptologists, but it is beautiful artwork. And that's the inspiration for this question. So I'm going to do a little bit with the moon and Mercury, and then also the moon and Geb, or for grounding. Let me start with that. Same thing, just going through the three treasures. Just to align with this energy, the transformation in the cosmic mind, transformation of the cosmic mind, transformation within our own minds. Accessing our creativity, our feelings, our emotions, putting this all together. Plus a little bit of communication. Assistance never hurts. And these are the grief points. Some sadness might be released, stored in our shadow, hiding in the shadows. What does that song go? Standing in the shadow of love, getting ready for the heartache to come. Well, here we are with heterscopes and KemeTones, getting ready for the heartache. I have a little bit in the high frequency with that same combination. The full moon with Gab, with the earth, with the eclipse. All right, now I'm going to do a little work with some of the extraordinary vessels. So for that combination, I'm going to use Mercury and full moon, or Jehuti and Jehuti, or Jehuti and Capra. Any way you want to look at it, this is the energy we're going to use for the extraordinary vessel, or for mobility, or for when you're like stuck in a pattern and you want to change it. Okay? So of course you can't see what I'm doing for the ones on the feet, but I post the chart so you'll be able to follow along if you want to use acupressure, Reiki, or crystals, or visualization. Even if you don't have the tuning forks, you can still use these points, learning about these points for your self-care. So this first point is called the die. And I'm also going to use the mid frequencies. I think you can hear these a little better. It'll give you the extra boost during this time of big change. And then the next combination, which we haven't spoken about yet, is the one for Ophiuchus, or Imhotep. And we use the energy for Chiron for that. And then we have Pikaeus Amun, or Jupiter, for expanding our hearts, because it's also in conjunction with Venus. Expanding our hearts with healing and, getting in touch with feelings by releasing a lot of, negative emotions, negative feelings, letting them go to make room for the more positive ones. So in that regard, moving away from sadness towards the gladness, and just expanding one's heart, doing some forgiveness work, like Ho'oponopono. But for now, we're doing some sound healing on the die, which is the extraordinary vessel, dealing with moving and getting out of a rut, like if you're stuck. Okay. And also the mid-range. Yeah, and then I'm going to also choose the Yang Way, which is the one for, like if you have a cold that you can't shake, or a wound that's taking forever to mend, or a trauma that's taking decades to get over. It's kind of like being stuck, but it's in a different way. I'm going to use that for the other extraordinary vessel. And so I'm posting that chart as well. And it's just the opposite of the die. So for the die, use the foot first and then the hand. So for this one, use the hand first and then the foot. And you can switch sides or use the same sides as long as you do one hand first, second one foot, and then the other one foot first and then hand. And if you sign up for the KemeTones class, you'll get a much better explanation of this. Or you could just look up Extraordinary Festivals online. In the meantime, let's work with we have Venus in Ophiuchus as well as Jupiter. So I'm going to do both of those on this side. So on this one, we start with the hand. So one of the points is right here. Well, it's on the arm, just above the wrist. And oops, just the baby toe right in the little fleshy part, the web part of the baby toe. Again, removing obstacles, we bring the energy up and manifesting our purest desires and our intentions, our visions, expressing our cosmic mind. We bring the energy down. And when I'm doing the session for my self-care, remember, it's like you're receiving the self-care session as well. Energy doesn't know any distinction between time or space, distance, time. It's always now, and the energy is always present, and it's always being activated. What's the sound? All right. Oh, I forgot Vesta. Let's see. Vesta is in Kupaneus. Let's do a little bit of that. More burning away of the illusion. Burning all illusions tonight. Revealing the shadow, revealing what's hiding in the shadow. And letting it go if it no longer serves you.